Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in SpinTires MudRunner for our very first modded map. Now, for this, I decided to go with a relatively small map, and it's relatively basic, but I wanted to show you guys some of the really cool details that this map has to offer. Now, there are much more complicated maps. There are much bigger maps out there for SpinTires MudRunner that will be coming very, very soon, but maps are really just starting to roll out and are just starting to become, starting to be pushed into the community. So I'm going to be showing you guys as many of them as possible over the coming days, weeks, months, and as they come out. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and start exploring this map. Now, I've brought along a very helpful Ford Raptor, and we're going to use that for most of our exploration. But there is a C375 and a K700 here at the start that are basically all this is the only truck that you get to pick. The only truck you get to pick, really, is the Raptor. Now, we're going to outfit it just a little bit. Roll bar, roof rack, roof gear, and that will be it, because I wanted kind of a little bit of a basic setup this time. And as we head out of the garage, we're going to go ahead and make a left to head for the first cloaking area. Or, well, I keep saying cloaking area just because I've played the first SpinTires so freaking much. Just so many years. But the first watch point. And after going over these logs, which, by the way, I love the fact that those stacks of lumber are incorporated into the map as actual obstacles rather than just props. Because so often are they used as props that nobody really ever sees that they can be used as obstacles. I mean, some people do, and some people do use them as such, but I feel like nowhere near as many people use them as they could. So, from here on, the map does actually get pretty interesting, especially if you haven't played it before, but I will say this map is kind of one of those, I would call it maybe a one-use, maybe two-use map, because just because of the simple fact that once you discover everything and unlock everything, you've driven on every bit of the map. And it's not like there's some crazy obstacles or some crazy rock crawling. It's a really cool map, like I said, but there's not a ton of extra stuff around the map. This is really cool though, because what this is basically a set of just a couple of different channels that are filled with water, and it's just smooth rock. So it's just rocks and water, and the Raptor can manage to get through them, but a lot of vehicles I feel like would have a lot of trouble here, because the Raptor has a ton of grip, and it also has some pretty good tolerance for deep water, whereas a lot of the other vehicles don't. So these little channels, I think, definitely are a really cool idea that I'm not sure, again, why exactly they're here, but I'm okay with it, and I'm totally fine with them being here. And I don't know also why they put these two things here just as, I don't know if they put those there as an obstacle or put those there more for aesthetics. Regardless, they're cool, and I am more than happy to have some different odd things here on this map. So we'll let that gate open up for us. And from here on, you get this rock texture a lot on the surface you drive on, which is cool. It's not necessarily maybe my first choice for a texture for something you would drive on, but nonetheless, I like it and it's interesting. There's a little bit of water here combined with some rocks that are pretty much there just to damage your truck, and there's a lumber mill out there as well. So what you can do is, if you think, okay, so the lumber mill's out there, which, by the way, there is a little bridge in there so you can get across that creek smoothly and safely, so you're not going to have to deal with getting a bigger log truck stuck. And also, this thing has so many repair points that I am really not worried at all about damaging it. I think damaging this thing is the absolute last thing I'm worried about, so it is not an issue, and I'll show you guys why. Actually, I'll show you guys why right now. The roof gear is 3,000 repair points, roof rack is 75, and roll bar is 75, and the truck, it has 3,000 allowable damage points, so you've got more than one entire repair with you on the truck at all times, and plus, that's a big number too. So here's one of the other lumber mills, and what I like to do at this point is go out into the woods, because really you can kind of get to the other side of the map a lot quicker if you do this, if you do some trail blazing rather than trail riding. So I would highly recommend taking this approach if you are playing this map, even if you're playing it for the first time, because most trucks can fit through here. They really can. Most trucks can fit through here, no problem at all. The only thing that you have to be aware of is whether or not they can climb this hill. Now, if they can, then you're good to go. If they can climb the hill, you're 100% good. No issues at all. It'll just ease itself right over the top of the hill, back down the other side, and you'll end up here. Now, this is a little bit of a, it's almost like a strip of a town, but you have a kind of a channel with water and rock to go through down here. And once that is revealed, the entire map is revealed. So once you've revealed both of those, the entire map is revealed. And as you can see, there really isn't that much to drive on. There's a lot of woods and really, frankly, unused space. But for it being a very basic map, I still like it, and I still think it's worth giving a shot. Let me put that back up into first gear. Or rather, not first gear, high, but still. I would love to see, like how we have different ranges of low, I would love to see different ranges of high as well. By the way, screw your fence! This thing will slide. It will. You have to just kind of provoke it with inertia. That's the only way it'll do it. Little jump for you as well, so you can exercise that Raptor suspension. Which, by the way, also right here, that area, oh my god, I only got a little bit of damage when I went off of it, and I think that's more of scraping my exhaust than anything else. And that was weird because almost every time I've gone through there before, I have gotten a ton of damage just off of the suspension. But let's go ahead and get everything fueled up, because this should be, okay, that is full. No, roof rack is full, and roof gear is now full as well. 3,000 liters of fuel. That's 3 times the fuel tank capacity of this truck, which is 1,000 liters, and it doesn't really use that much. So frankly, I think you could go for so long, especially if you did just the, what? Oh, come on, you wheel glitched. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, especially not here. All right. Let's see if we can use the winch to save ourselves, because that may be the only way to do it. Yeah, okay. That works. But, I mean, man, that is the first time I've ever wheel glitched on this map. And on logs. Normally you do that on rocks. I mean, and I have done it on this, in this truck before on rocks. Just not on, like piles of lumber or anything like that, or stacks, rather. And then here's another lumber mill back here. And once you're done exploring those different areas, you can turn your truck around and you can head back. Oh my god, my windshield is covered in mud. Absolutely obliterated by mud. Let's put it high and see how it does over these stacks of lumber. I mean, honestly, it'd be faster in auto. So, let's see. And what do we have back here? Oh, right. I wanted to show you guys this area, too, because this is cool. So we have, the road gets a lot bumpier. I'm assuming just to make it more difficult for logging trucks. But back here, we have a couple more lumber mills. And then we have on the, if I can get it, there we go. On the other side, we have a log station, and that log station is freaking huge. And if you can't tell by how big it looks on the map, dude, you're about to see, oh my god, whew, that area is massive. It's actually super unnecessary in terms of how big it is, but I think it's okay, because you come around the corner not expecting to see much, and you're like, oh god, that is huge. Actually, this is also a perfect time to use that roof gear to repair the truck. Let's get through here real quick. Oh, a little bit of a jump. I braked, though, because I didn't want to overshoot it and go into the trees. Oh, what? How did we damage our bed? Get that repaired. Because, see, we can just keep repairing it. I mean, we have so many freaking repair points, it's not even funny. I mean, I almost repair the truck more for keeping the looks intact at this point than I do for, keeping the damage numbers down. Screw your fence. This fence is mine. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Done and done. Now, the lead up to this log station is a little funky because it all of a sudden goes to this, elevated dirt platform of a road. It's really weird. But at the same time, it's good because the mud is not thick and it's not too soft. So you can leave it in automatic, and you can just barrel down into here, and you have 2 different logs kiosks and a log station and tons of stacks of lumber for you to climb on, or for you to just, you know, look at and use as props. But I like to climb on them whenever I can, just because I feel like it's a different thing to do, and it's something that, you know, you wouldn't really do with these. But if you guys enjoyed this video and this map tour and review in SpinTires MudRunner, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.